In the news tonight, 23-year-old mechanic stabbed to death.
I never expect something like this to happen to him. I don't know how to live without it.
And activists urged counseling rehabilitation systems be put in place for alleged teen arsonists.
Because it is unjust that one young teenager is being charged for murder of 19 students. How can that be just?
A young mechanic was stabbed to death last night while he was at his fiance's grandmother's home at 5th Street, Martysville, East Coast, Demerara. Dead is 23-year-old Shivram Mohabir, who was at the time visiting his fiancée, Ravina Prasad, at her grandmother's home when he was attacked by her uncle. Speaking with reporters this morning from Mohabir's parents' home in Triumph, Prasad said her uncle attacked her boyfriend while he was in the bedroom.
Swarm into the back room, right? Yeah. Swarm into the back room where Vikash and my nephew was. And I heard a scrambling. And when I go into the room, I saw my uncle on top of Vikash, and he was my Vikash was bleeding very badly. Then I tried to hold down his hand because he had a knife and he was going to stab him more. But I hold down his hand, and then Vikash somehow get to escape and run down outside. And that's when we took a taxi and take him to the hospital. I never expect something like this to happen to him. I don't know how to live without it.
She had some theory on what may have been the motive.
Property. They find for property. Because I live with my grandmother and my boyfriend has come over there, but we don't want anything. We don't want anything.
I'm saying when you're dead, you're not care nothing. We don't want anything. Everybody in this world know that when you're dead, you don't care anything. We never wanna. We just will wanna live happy.
That's why when he finished stabbing him, no, before he stabbed him, he tell him, get out of here. And then when I go into the room, it's the yard, he stabbed him.
When this newscast visited the house this morning, blood was all over the bed, in the bedroom, on the floor, and in the yard. The suspect's mother, Janet Saw, witnessed the entire ordeal, and she felt it was a premeditated act.
When me come out the room, me run over in there after she scream. And when me go over in there, me see he got the knife and he rest himself on the by, like this. He sit on top of the by, and he had a knife in his hand. And after he had the knife in his hand, the gal scream and me and the gal try to take off the knife from his hand, and he not lose the knife. And we can't hold the knife because how he hold it. And I me scream too because when me see the blood, the by bleed. Me holler. Well's hollering now. The boy try fight and he come out. And when he come out, he run down the step on the hand. And me left lock in there. Me can't come out outside. Me left lock, the police come, open the door. And they come. They say, where he there? Me say, me don't know where he jump and gone. But he jump out the house. Me still remain in the room. That Saturday we gone. The other Saturday they had a problem. Issue with the boy. His wife and his two daughter and his son run out to the boy. And when they run out to the boy, one come out with cutlass, one come out with wood, and the girl run in front of the boy car. Don't know why he come by here last night. The daughter been live here and the daughter move out and he got an issue. Through the daughter move out. Through the daughter move out, he get an issue for that. Premeditate for come here for do this to this boy.
Mohabir's parents were at a loss for words over the senseless killing. They said the young man was very ambitious and was very hard-working to better himself.
Yes, very hard-working. A few months, you open a mechanic workshop here. Buy everything for do your own personal work. You got problem with you at work. He alone is overhauling engine and them thing.
You do your own work.
You do your
when
own work. Mechanic work.
Fun to see this happen to him like that.
I
So
don't really
shocked.
know right
So-
now.
I don't know what was.
We need justice for my son.
Harvey was rushed to the Georgetown Public Hospital and succumbed to his injuries minutes later. The 49-year-old suspect was arrested by the police as the investigations continue into the matter.
Drink and taste, you will never decline. Extra lemon and lime. It's the two combined. It's one of a kind. Extra lemon and lime. Extra lemon and lime. Taste the citrus in every sip.
Well, Mr. Smart, election in the air again, buddy. But how often if we can hear stories about dead people and overseas people voting again?
Well, Sunil, I can't say if you will hear that, but I know you can't cheat in voting at elections.
Why you say that?
Because if you try to cheat, you will be caught. And when you're caught, you will be prosecuted. And if found guilty, you will go to jail or pay a fine or both.
So how they gonna catch me if I try to cheat?
How? GCOM has several measures in place to identify if anyone attempts to cheat. For example, like pretending to be a voter that he or she is not. And those measures include checking the ID cards and the folio with voters' photos and any other information on it to verify that they are who they claim to be. So anyone who attempts to vote illegally will be immediately arrested by the police.
You're right, Mr. Smart. Anyway, thanks for educating me why nobody can vote by cheating.
Anytime, Sunil. Anytime, man. Anytime.
For more information, contact the GCOM hotlines on 225-0277-9, 226-6557 or 223-9650 or visit www.gcom.org.gy. LGE is Monday, June 12.
Guyana, ride into the future with the next generation eco-friendly Axiom installed elevators and escalators. Call us today on telephone number 619-0899 or 648-0934. Email us at axiomliftsgy@gmail.com for affordable elevators, escalators, moving walks, industrial lifts, home solutions, modernization, repair, and servicing. Axiom Elevator Services, technology for people on the move.
The voting process. When you go to the polling station to vote on local government elections day, you will follow these steps. Step 1. Check the official list of voters at the polling station to ensure you are listed there to vote. Step 2. Present your ID card to the GCOM official. Your ID card will be verified along with your name, address, ID number, and photograph on a folio that will be at the polling station. Step 3. The GCOM official will check your fingers for electoral ink and, if none is found, give you a ballot paper and provide directions for marking and folding it. The GCOM official must stamp the back of your ballot paper at the top half and bottom half with the 6-digit number of the polling station. Step 4. Proceed to the voting compartment to mark your ballot and fold it as you were shown. Step 5. Show the folded ballot to the clerk. Dip your finger in the electoral ink and place your ballot paper into the ballot box. Step 6. Peacefully leave the polling station. For more information, contact the GCOM hotlines on 225-0277-9, 226-6557 or 223-9650 or visit www.gcom.org.gy. LGE is Monday, June 12.
Calls are mounting for the teenage girl charged with 19 counts of murder following the deadly Madhya dorm fire to get all the counseling and other care needed. NGO group Red Thread today led a protest exercise outside of the DPP chambers at Ivleri, calling for the charges to be dropped. Several activists also joined in the protest, and they are contending that the state has failed the children.
Like that, barricades on the window, the doors securely locked and so forth, right? Secondly, the PCV ceiling, that is fire hazard. I am no fire expert, but from our humble opinion that building was an accident waiting to happen. Thirdly, how could you have 50 hot children to one house mother and one house father? Impossible. Where's the training? There's no training. There's no fire drill. There's absolutely nothing. And you want to say charge a girl? Let's examine the facts and see who is to be charged here. Who is guilty of this crime? I would want to say it's a crime. My God.
Well, I don't agree with it at all. I think it's a form of injustice, and that is why I'm out here supporting Red Thread in this picketing exercise, because it is unjust that one young teenager is being charged for murder of 19 students. How can that be just? What about the justice? Where is the justice when that school, that dorm, was a health hazard? It was a fire hazard. Children died because of the conditions and the lack of safety for children in those dorms. As we know now, we've heard it in the press, the fire service twice recommended and said that those dorms were not in compliance with proper fire protection. They said this, and they said it again in February of this year.
They believe that this is sheer neglect on the part of the authorities, and this is a form of injustice to the child.
But the problem here is that there's no space here for counseling and rehabilitation for this child, and no space here for the accountability for the government agencies who are responsible for the safety and well-being of children. And this is what is happening. You're hearing the fire service has been doing all the checks all around the country. What is happening in Ghana, you keep hearing, professionals are doing their jobs, but the politicians ducking all the reports, right? Just like the COI into the 2017, Corporal Algernon did her report. When you read it, it is classic. All of the things that happen. People not trained everything, right? But you better believe, go back to the drop-in center and find out what's going on now, if anything changed since then, right? And that is what we're dealing with. And the PNC and PPP equally to blame, right? So this is, and the people who keep voting them in and putting them and not holding them accountable, equally to blame, right? So this is not a child alone. It's not this child alone who has to. It's not this child alone who's responsible for these children's death. As we said, we know that this is a difficult position for all of those who are mourning with the families. We're not in conflict with them. We understand what they're going through. But all of us have to ask a larger question. What does justice look like in this situation? Right? What does justice look like in this situation?
This is not the first time there has been a fire at a state-run facility. It's not the first fatal fire. It's not even the second fatal fire, right? Let's not forget the girls who perished in 2006 in Warramadong, the girls' fire. 2008. Let's not forget the George brothers who died in 2016 at the drop-in center. And now these 19, now I'm hearing it's 20 fatalities at the Madhya dorms. All state-run facilities, all children who were in the care of the state. So that's why, in my opinion, the state has failed these children. It continues to fail them time and time again. The fire service in November 2022 and again in February 2023, visited the facility and saw numerous hazards, made recommendations that these things be fixed, and they were not fixed. So the adults need to be held accountable. The authorities need to be held accountable. They're failing our children, and that's what needs to happen. They need to be held accountable.
Today, another child succumbed to her injuries, bringing the count from the fire to 20, leaving 16 children being treated for injuries.
Know your polling station before Elections Day. GCOM is urging all voters to find out the polling stations where they are registered to vote at the upcoming local government elections. GCOM has established an Office of the Returning Officer in every local authority area. You can visit the Office of the Returning Officer to find out at which polling station you are registered to vote. GCOM has also posted the registers of voters and lists of polling stations on its website www.gcom.org.gy. Visit the GCOM website and enter your ID number in the cell provided for this purpose to get clear directions about the location of your polling station where you can vote. For more information, contact the GCOM hotlines on 225-027729, 226-6557 or 223-9650 or visit www.gcom.org.gy. LGE is Monday, June 12.
Running late and can't wait to the gate? We got you. The Guyana Public Service Cooperative Credit Union Limited has introduced a fast and easier way to make payments to your accounts through the GT&T mobile money services. Here's how. Click on the MMG app. Under Services, select Pay Bills. When you are there, look for the Financial Institution option. Once that is done, select Guyana Public Service Cooperative Credit Union Limited to pay your loan or make payments to your savings. Payments to the credit union made easier. GPS CCU, the credit union you can bank on.
Team Extra and the one-man bands present the band's birthday. Celebrating 30 years of one-man band in Guyana. 10 of the best one-man bands all across Guyana and New York for one night, one stage on Saturday the 24th of June 2023 at the National Park. Side attraction, Granny performs live. Dancing competition, walls 30,000. Dance hall 30,000. The oldest couple at the party wins $30,000. Early bird $1,500. Wow, stocks last. Ticket location, White Castle Fish Shop, Just Your Size Boutique, Orange Walk, Fireside Grill, Highway Cafe, Suicide Junction, and Extra Beer, Stabic Market location. Compliments of Fireside Grill and Chill and Extra Beer. The band's birthday.
The Guyana Teachers Union today commenced a picketing exercise at the Ministry of Finance Main Street office over government's failure to address their financial concerns. The teachers said they are frustrated. Union President Mark Light said the government and the union met in April and then again in May, but following the May meeting that bore no fruit, the action was prompted.
Concerns. Most of them are the financial issues that are outstanding with the last multi-year agreement. They are the 2% difference for the 2017 engagement. We also had the bunching matter that should have been implemented in 2019. The anomaly with the 2016 salary issue, and we raised those. We also raised the non-payment of our clothing allowance, and by a clause in the last agreement, what is in there should have been rolled on.
Light is asking that the two sides come to the bargaining table.
Teachers don't belong in the streets, and so we're hoping that we can engage government at the earliest possible opportunity to look at some of those outstanding matters and also urge that we expedite the process of the collective bargaining process.
According to Light, the union has always been a patient group.
We have always been, 2015 to 2018, we've always been patient. We believe that it's about time. If you haven't given this government almost the same amount of time, we believe the time is right for them to come to the table and speak to us. Obviously, we are better off as a nation. It should not have taken that long, and maybe that is why some persons are saying we are lenient. But we've always allowed for the process to take place. So I would not want to say that we are lenient. I want to say that we are professional, we are organized, and we believe in the process. Right? We believe in the process, and we want our employers to believe in the process too. Because
the union intends to step up the protest action until their voices are heard.
I'm Anshul. I'm the manager over here at Brooklyn Institute of Vocational Training. We provide home health aid training here. For that, we have flexible classes, which includes morning, evening, and the weekend class. You can choose any class, whichever is convenient for you. Also, this career is now at the peak. This career pay rate increases from 1909 till up to 2109 now. I speak different languages, which includes Hindi, Punjabi, Urdu, Bangla, and our certificate is recognized all over the New York because we are licensed from Board of Education. Once you graduated from our school, you can work with any agency anywhere in New York. Our address is 110-05 Liberty Avenue, Queens. Guys, I know the name is Brooklyn Institute, but we are located in Queens. I repeat the address, 110-05 Liberty Avenue, Queens. 11419 is our zip code, and my number is 929-386-0092. If you have any questions, you can always call me, and I will be happy to answer all your questions. Don't forget to check our website, www.mybrooklyninstitute.com. Come join our school and get home health aid certificate, as we like to believe changing lives one student at a time.
How to mark the ballot. Voting at local government elections is easy. On the ballot paper, provision is made for you to vote twice. Once on the top half, where you vote for the proportional representation aspect of the elections, and once at the bottom half for the first past the post aspect. Look for the name and symbol of the party of your choice in the top section and mark your X in the blank space provided on the right of the party's symbol. Then you look for the name and symbol of the party of your choice in the bottom section and mark your X in the blank space provided on the right of the symbol of your party or candidate. If the proportional representation aspect is not contested in your local authority area, the top section of the ballot will be blank. If there is no election for the constituency in which you live, the bottom half of the ballot will be blank. For more information, contact the GCOM hotlines on 225-0277-9, 226-6557 or 223-9650 or visit www.gcom.org.gy. LGE is Monday, June 12.
Creek Swag 2023 live on stage from Trinidad and Tobago. Lady Lava.
Yeah, we don't know it's Lady Lava, Queen of the Freak, and I will be live in Guyana on the 2nd of July. Aziza, Akusta, Linden Highway, I'll come out and represent.
Lady Lava.
You have a girl well I like him more. You have a girl well I like him more.
Granny.
No more swag, snap this. Don't let me give you some bumper.
Granny.
Miss Creepy. Miss Grip Grip.
Miss Creepy.
Miss Grip Grip.
On Sunday, July 2nd
At
Aziza Kuza Creek. Early bird tickets $1,500 while stocks last. Ticket location: White Castle Fish Shop, Just Your Size Boutique, Orange Walk, Fireside Grill, Highway Cafe, Suicide Junction.
An extra beer, Stavic Market location.
Compliments of Fireside Grill and extra energy drink.
Washi. Hi people. Washing made so easy since I found Washi. Washing me use wash me clothes and I can say wash your soap powder, wash clothes so nice. Wash your soap powder, leave your clothes color bright. Wash your soap powder, leave me clothes smelling nice, of course. So give thanks for wash your soap powder for doing my laundry right. Keep my clothes color bright, have my clothes smelling nice for sure. I could not ask for more. Comes in lemon and original. It is a washing machine in a pack. Wash your soap powder, wash clothes so nice. Wash your soap powder, leave your clothes color bright. Wash your soap powder, have my clothes smelling nice, of course.
Distributors located in the Stabrook Market.
The Guyana Police Force today issued a wanted bulletin for local pilot and businessman Orlando Charles in relation to trafficking in persons. The police had earlier said that Charles will be charged with 16 counts of trafficking in persons based on the recommendation of the Director of Public Prosecutions, Shalimar Ali Haq. The police in a press statement on Monday said the 45-year-old Charles, who lives in the city, will be charged under the Trafficking in Persons Act No. 2 of 2005. It is said that between November last year and May this year, Charles allegedly trafficked 16 Venezuelan nationals between Mazaruni, Region 7 and Georgetown. According to the police, the victims reported the matter and it was taken up by the force's Trafficking in Persons Unit. Following the investigation, the file was sent to the DPP for advice and it was recommended that he be charged. For these and other stories, do visit us at our website www.rdproductiongy.com.